and welcome to today's episode of In the Gluten-free Pantry. So today we're going to talk about one of my all-time favourite gluten-free flours. Now, I really love this one because unlike a lot of the ones that you see out there, like your standard gluten-free baking flour mixes and your corn flours and your rice flours and that sort of thing, this one is actually packed with nutrients. It's good for you. It's not a high GI, so it's not going to push your blood sugars up. In fact, it's over 30% fibre, so this is a great flour to use. Now, what am I talking about? Today I'm talking about Teff flour, T-E-F-F. Alright, so here's my jar of it. So Teff is actually an ancient Ethiopian grain. They've been growing it, grain or pseudo-grain. They've been growing it there for over 6,000 years, and that's what they use to make their traditional fermented bread. Now, I really love it because, as I said, it's high in fibre, it's high in protein, which for a vegetable source is always really good. We're always looking for, good sources of vegetable protein, but it's also really high in a lot of the really important minerals that we need. So things like zinc and magnesium and calcium and iron. It actually has a ton of iron in it as well. So it's an absolutely fantastic flour to incorporate into your cooking. So what does it look like? Well, I will show you because chances are you may not have seen it before. I'll hold it up to the camera so you can see it there. It's sort of an earthy browny kind of colour, I suppose, and it doesn't really have much of a smell like most flours don't, but it has a beautiful earthy taste, and that's one of the things I really like about it, is that not only is it really good for you, it imparts a really nice flavour to things. So I generally don't use it like 100% as a flour substitute, just because it can make things a little bit heavy. But I might substitute between a third and up to a half of the flour in a recipe with the Teff. And I do find that generally you need maybe just a little bit less liquid than what you would for just a standard baking flour. But really lovely. It gives beautiful, like I said, kind of an earthy flavour to things. Really bumps up that nutritional value, brings the GI down. So if you're making something like pancakes or waffles or pikelets for the kids, for example, really great to stick some of this in it. Beautiful flavour, and it gives things a really nice sort of a golden brown colour as well when you bake them, and it doesn't have that kind of I just find that some of the gluten-free flour mixes that you buy have a really kind of, not a bland taste, but almost, I guess, ricey really, because they tend to have a lot of rice. But this gives a really lovely flavour and a nice colour to your baked goods as well. So Teff flour, check it out. You can get it at health food shops, obviously, but I have seen it at Woolworths, even out here in our regional supermarket that doesn't have as much as a lot of the big city ones. So go and check it out, Teff flour. And if you want some recipes that use it, head on over to my website at Fuss Free Gluten Free and grab a free copy of my breakfast cookbook. And in there, I'm pretty sure in there there's a recipe for either Teff pikelets or Teff waffles, but either way they are delicious, and I think there's also a chocolate sauce recipe, a healthy one to go with it. So make sure you check that out, fussfreeglutenfree.com, and I will see you tomorrow where we will talk about another really good gluten-free flour that's great for making pikelets and has been used for, oh my goodness, hundreds of years traditionally. So it's not even a substitute, it's a real proper gluten-free flour that's awesome. So have an awesome day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!